A couple says the happiest day of their lives was the day their son was born. Then they got caught up in something they never expected. They couldn't bring him home until now.
The family has been stuck in the Mexican state of Tabasco for a month in the city of Villahermosa. Tonight, they're in Mexico City. Juliette Goodrich flew to Mexico City to meet the parents and the baby and to find out what they've been going through. Juliette?
Liz, this Bay Area couple has been in Mexico City for weeks with their newborn. And they're not alone. There are dozens of other couples from around the world who had surrogates carry their babies, and they're stuck in Mexico. Do you know the journey you've been on?
1-month-old Grayson may not appreciate the journey yet until his parents, Christy and Hasiba Mira, tell him one day. But his first weeks of life were spent living in hotel rooms because the state of Tabasco, Mexico, where he was born, unexpectedly stopped issuing birth certificates to all surrogate babies.
We just want to get home.
We first introduced you to the couple 2 nights ago when they were Skyping from their hotel room in Mexico City, desperate for help.
You know, it's just scary because it's the unknown, and I panicked.
Surrogacy is legal in Tabasco, but a change in the current administration put a sudden halt to birth certificates issued to surrogate babies. The couple felt stuck.
But you're a couple that did your due diligence.
We did. We had everything in order.
But despite using a reputable surrogacy agency, they were denied a birth certificate for their baby day after day.
Hi.
He was still a Mexican citizen.
So when you don't know Spanish, we're always looking for verbal cues, like, okay, that doesn't look like she's going to give it to us, or well, that looks positive.
Then finally a sliver of hope with new lawyers and news spreading quickly after our story first aired. The couple headed back to the registry in Tabasco.
You went there and it was still touch and go?
Everything was touch and go.
Yeah.
They kept saying no, but we kept pushing. We had 2 lawyers. I think it was just the power of the people.
Yeah.
And at one point, our lawyer showed him the video that you put together on CBS, and she said, "This is going to go bigger unless you give him the birth certificate."
Yeah.
We're like, what's happening right now?
So what did they do then?
They said yes.
Hey, buddy.
Besides their baby, another precious object in hand, a birth certificate.
Yep, there's a little footprint.
And yet in Mexico, there are still reputable and not so reputable surrogate agencies still working with hopeful parents and matching them with a surrogate. And in Tabasco, there are dozens of surrogate women ready to give birth to a couple's baby who won't be able to leave the country. So you got out.
We got out.
But they're still
They're
here.
Still there.
From what areas? Bay Area? All over the world?
All over the world. Spain, Germany. 2. I beat you to it.
Christy and Hasib say watching the birth of their son was magical.
Baby Grayson is an American citizen.
Something they will never forget.
Baby Grayson.
Their journey home is another story that finally comes with a happily ever after, almost.
I say almost, Liz, because I know this couple quite well now, and I know that they will have that happy ending when they finally hand over that passport to customs and they see their family in the Bay Area and introduce them to Grayson for the first time. That is when they will have that happy ending.
That will be an amazing moment. Juliette, now these parents are choosing Mexico as an affordable option, yet hiring a team of lawyers sounds anything but.
The bill has added up. You know, surrogacy in the United States is expensive, so a lot of hopeful couples turn to Mexico, turn to Tabasco for surrogacy. They have good hospitals, they have good medicine, they have good staff. This law changed, and it changed the whole dynamic. And yes, it's extremely expensive. They're spending so much money now that it's outpriced them.
Yeah, sure, I can imagine. All right, Juliette Goodrich in Mexico City, amazing reporting. Thank you, Juliette.